Today we want to see which kind of chocolate peanut butter ice cream has the best peanut butter, and we're going to try and make a sandwich out of it. A while ago, we did a test. We got several different brands of cookie dough ice cream, and we melted all the ice cream, and we took all the cookie dough bits out, and then we cooked them into cookies to see which brand would give us the best cookie. What we've got going on today is similar. We've got 4 different brands of chocolate peanut butter ice cream, and we're going to try and melt them down, remove the peanut butter, and see how good of peanut butter it is, like independent of being in the ice cream. Here's the basic idea. We're going to try and remove all of the peanut butter from chocolate peanut butter ice cream, several different brands. We're going to see which peanut butter is best and see if we can use it to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. All right guys, we gotta take a quick break from experimenting with our dessert to hear about our sponsor for today's video, HelloFresh. They are of course going to be providing the main meal that comes before the ice cream dessert.
Guys, HelloFresh is absolutely amazing. They deliver fresh ingredients to your door, all prepped and ready for you to go for whatever meal you want.
HelloFresh has a ton of different options and you can choose which ones you're going to get, which is going to help you break out of a rut of making the same thing every time. And they've got more 5-star recipes than any other food kit, so you know you're getting something good.
The average trip to the grocery store takes about 41 minutes, and with HelloFresh, you can actually just cut that time entirely with chef-curated recipes that take between 20 and 30 minutes to prepare.
And because you're just getting the ingredients you want, you're not going to have waste, and you're going to save as much as 28% on all of those ingredients for your meals.
HelloFresh's packaging is about 25% less of a carbon footprint than what you're gonna get from a grocery store packaging.
Not only is there less packaging, but there's less food waste because you're just getting the stuff that you need for each recipe. So that way you're saving the environment both from the food and the packaging.
This looks amazing. I'm really excited. Let's start with our spicy maple chicken.
All right, our HelloFresh meal is complete.
This is gorgeous.
Give it a try.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. I cannot recommend this enough. HelloFresh is delicious and fresh and amazing and so quick to do.
Very nice to have everything portioned out.
Do we have to go back to the other video?
I mean, dessert. Go to HelloFresh.com and use our code KingOfRandom80 to get $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. So we have Tillamook, we have Haagen-Dazs, we have Nada Moo, which is not actually ice cream, it's a frozen non-dairy dessert. And then we've got Meadow Gold. All are chocolate peanut butter flavored, and so we're going to remove them all from the containers, spread them out, and let them melt. Because theoretically the ice cream should melt at room temperature, but the peanut butter should just be peanut butter at room temperature. So that's gonna be the goal, is to remove all of the peanut butter from all of the ice cream. We're gonna let all this melt and try and extract the peanut butter, which may involve washing, because peanut butter is gonna be mostly waterproof and the ice cream or non-ice cream will not be. So we'll experiment with what the best way to get the peanut butter out of the ice cream is. Once it's melted, it might be put it in a sieve and run it under cool water and just let it dissolve the ice cream off the peanut butter.
We'll find out.
Our ice cream is melted, at least the stuff that's actually ice cream, our frozen dairy-free dessert. It's soft, but it didn't actually like puddle almost at all. All right, so here's the plan. I've got a bowl of kind of cold water. I'm gonna try and pour all of the melted ice cream from one flavor at a time in, sort of mix it up, and the ice cream should sort of dissolve and dilute in the water, whereas the peanut butter should not mix in. So hopefully we'll be able to sort of pour it out maybe through a sieve and save most of the peanut butter.
Okay.
Ooh, that's liquid.
Gross.
Chocolate peanut butter water, my favorite.
Now you're hoping that the peanut butter is gonna stay intact.
I think that it's gonna be like a thin blob. I don't think it's gonna be like one cohesive thing, but I think it will separate out. If we gently pour this through a sieve, I'm hoping that it'll catch a lot of the peanut butter, which should have separated from all of the ice cream chocolate. I admit, I didn't think the peanut butter was going to melt this much, because room temperature peanut butter holds its shape.
Yeah.
I think this is actually softer than room temperature peanut butter.
I think it probably is.
I think some peanut butter is thin enough that it's just falling through right there. Doesn't seem to have a whole lot of peanut butter.
I think we may need to get all of these again and then try and separate it while it's still frozen.
I mean, there is some peanut butter essence in this, but it's so mixed in.
I hate to say it, but I think this one is a bust.
Okay, our first method of extracting the peanut butter, melting all the ice cream, didn't work so well. The peanut butter itself melted like way more than I thought it would. Like it was all very soft. So I suspect it's a slightly different texture peanut butter than normal peanut butter.
That doesn't like to be room temperature.
It does not. So here is what we're gonna try next. Ice cream freeze dries pretty nice. We've done it before. All the moisture gets pulled out and you end up with the astronaut ice cream. It's crunchy and styrofoam-like, and it's cool.
Fantastic.
Peanut butter does not freeze dry. I've tried it. It doesn't do anything to it. It melted it a little bit because when the trays heat up, it melts, but then it cools back down, and it just doesn't freeze dry. So we are going to try freeze drying all of this ice cream and seeing if we can then get the peanut butter separate from all of the styrofoam crunchy parts.
Now this is hoping that the peanut butter is going to be close enough to the same consistency of regular peanut butter that it doesn't freeze dry the same way as ice cream does, even though it still melts a little bit like ice cream does.
The other hope is that when the trays heat up, if the peanut butter melts, it doesn't like get absorbed into the, yeah, so.
Lots of things to be concerned
about. With the
about.
Tillamook at least, I think we can maybe try and pull some of the bigger pieces of peanut butter free ice cream. You noticed before that it kind of has like a swirled peanut butter core.
Through the core of it, yeah, you can see it starting here and it just goes down in a spiral.
Might be able to remove some of it, and we can try doing that with the others, but if it's not easy, like I think with the metal gold, it was all very like ribbon distributed through, so that would be pretty tricky. The peanut butter is just in these thin little ribbons everywhere in the metal gold ice cream, so separating it before would be difficult. Peanut butter is really easy to get out of this because it breaks up as a powder already. So remember when we took fruit and froze it and then ran it through the snow cone machine? That's the texture that this ice cream has.
Oh yeah.
It's just like a powder. Our ice creams are now freeze-dried, and it's kind of interesting to see the variety in what happened. Specifically, the Halo Top.
It changed none.
It's not as cold now, but it's about the same texture.
Haagen-Dazs is my favorite.
Powdery. Haagen-Dazs, I think, must have had a buttload of sugar in it because it was in like flat little biscuits and it foamed up, and sugar tends to make that happen. Now, all of these have a lot of sugar, but something about the Haagen-Dazs.
It looks like lava rocks now.
Yeah, it just inflated.
The metal gold is largely unchanged, but not quite as unchanged as like the Tillamook or Halo Top.
Yeah, the metal gold looks more like what you kind of expect if you've ever had astronaut ice cream. Yeah, freeze-dried ice cream. This is a pretty standard look.
Crunchy. Do you think we're gonna be able to get the peanut butter out of this?
I'm not sure. It's
right.
gonna be interesting to try.
Let's find out. So we've extracted as much peanut butter as we think we're gonna be able to get here. It's not a lot, but I think if we combine all four, there will be enough for exactly one sandwich, which is all we need.
I'm just gonna make 4 little sandwiches so we can taste them separately.
I see. Now let's take a look at this consistency. This one, Nate's cutting those in pieces. This one still has a ton of chocolate in it. It was just so difficult to break it out of what looks like lava rock. Trying to get these little tiny bits of peanut butter out was a nightmare. Our meadow gold was easier to scrape, kind of like the Tillamook, where it just had these ribbons, so we could just scrape the peanut butter out of the ribbons. This one has the most peanut butter consistency, I think. I haven't seen the ones that Nate did. Let's see. Also a peanut butter consistency, a little too orange to be regular peanut butter. And then the Halo Top, it's just like a goo, and there's not a whole lot of it there.
Okay, time to make
Go for
a few sandwiches here. Spreadability is low on our Haagen-Dazs here.
I have a feeling it's gonna be for all except that last terrible one.
Oh yeah, even harder time spreading this one.
Now I'm going light on the jam here because I want him to be able to taste the peanut butter.
Tillamook is a little bit more spreadable than the last two, but not much. It's still pretty rough to try and spread. Even this one, honestly, it's easiest of the 4, but it's not easy. All right, one Haagen-Dazs chocolate peanut butter ice cream, peanut butter and jam sandwich. It's not bad.
Okay.
Honestly, the texture is a big thing. And you know, I don't know if I'm getting exactly the right ratio of peanut butter on here that would normally spread because it spreads so differently. But just eating it like that, I am thinking like, oh, it's like a little like stickier than normal. Like, nice. Metal Gold PB&J. Again, not that different. The texture is like noticeable how it, you know, normally when you bite on a peanut butter and jam sandwich, peanut butter oozes a little bit. There's no oozing of the peanut butter. It's just too dry. It doesn't ooze, it just compacts. It's more like clay. Tillamook.
That just seems sweeter.
The peanut butter itself on this, I think, has a slight bit more grain to it, and that could be the sugar added in, maybe. And when I bite into it, I don't think, oh, that's really sweet peanut butter. The peanut butter has a lot of sugar in it, but it does just overall, I'm like, oh, it's a very sweet sandwich.
Now, I already feel bad for you for this next one you're about to try.
I just really want to make sure that there's enough peanut butter on it, you know?
No, gosh, no, why, no.
It's gotta have enough to really appreciate it.
Oh, go.
Here goes.
You chose this.
Pasty. Without the salt, it doesn't really taste like a peanut butter sandwich. It's just like jam and texture. It's a jam and texture sandwich.
So guys, you can in fact extract the peanut butter out of ice cream and make a peanut butter sandwich. Will it take 4 trays of freeze-dried ice cream to make one sandwich? Yes, but you can do it.
More difficult than just buying peanut butter by a wide margin.
Cost-wise, given the amount of time this took.
It was probably $25 to $30 worth of ice cream.
Couple hours of work.
Way less convenient. But on the bonus, you get all this nice freeze-dried ice cream.
Gross. Guys, we freeze dry a lot of strange things on this channel. We extracted some stuff from some other stuff. Guys, what other stuff do you want to see us extract stuff from?
Thanks again to the sponsor for today's video, HelloFresh. Go to HelloFresh.com and use our code KingOfRandom80 to get $80 off across 5 boxes, including free shipping on your first box. Guys, that's it for today, but we've got tons of other content you should definitely check out. Hit that box right there to watch another one of our great videos, and we'll see you in the next one. Talk to you then.